This is a QMaxx challenge. QMaxx provides superior protection and performance under extreme conditions. But will QMaxx ICE outperform untreated metal and prevent ice from sticking to sub-zero surfaces? This is our QMaxx challenge.
We're preparing to do an experiment with the QMaxx ICE. Since not all of us live in a frozen area most of the year, we're going to do an experiment to kind of show right now how it works by doing some water samples and using a freezer to test the product. What I'm going to do on this aluminum panel right here is I'm going to treat half of it with the QMaxx ICE and then put it in the freezer so it'll get down below zero into freezing temperatures, probably down around 5 to 10 below. And then the other half I'm going to leave untreated, and then when I pull the panel I will spray it down with water and replace it back into the freezer and let it set, and then we'll see if the water adheres to the panel on either side and see if the QMaxx ICE treated side repels the water and the ice formations. These are just stainless steel bowls. I have them marked as untreated and as QMaxx ICE, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the QMaxx ICE bowls down. I will put water in one of them immediately, and then the other I'm just going to put in the freezer and not put any water at it and get it down to freezing temperatures. On the untreated, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll put water in one bowl and leave the other one untreated and put it down and get it in freezing temperatures. Then I will pull the ones that have no water in them and add the water to them after they get to the freezing temperatures and replace them and let the water freeze again. And then what we'll do is we'll pull the cups out, or the bowls out, and then we'll see if the frozen water stuck to the bowls, or again if the QMaxx ICE puts in a barrier like they say, and will keep the bowls or the water and the ice from sticking to the bowls. As you can see, we have our untreated bowl and our treated bowl, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water to each one. Try to make it fairly even so it's a good test. All the bowls I also pre-washed with just some dish soap and water, and then wiped them down with paper towels. And I did the same thing with the aluminum panel so that there will be no contamination as far as anything in the bowls that might cause the test to be skewed. So now we're ready to put them in the freezer. Okay, as you can see, our samples are in the freezer. We have the untreated side and the QMaxx ICE treated side. We also have our steel panel that is treated on one half and untreated. And when we pull that out, we'll add water to each side, and then we'll see if it freezes back to the panel or if it doesn't. And now we're getting ready to take the bowls that we chilled, and we're going to put water in them, as well as our aluminum plate down below here. We'll pour water on it and see if the water freezes to the metal or if the QMaxx ICE barrier will take and prevent the ice from sticking to the metal. As you can see, this is our untreated. You can see it's frosty. So we'll add some water to it. We'll put it back in. Here is our QMaxx ICE treated. And now here's our aluminum panel with one half being treated. We'll just pour a little water on this. So we'll leave these all in our freezer overnight, and we'll see what we have for our test. The bowls here on the front, this is the bowl that was treated and water put in immediately. This is the bowl that was untreated with water put in it at the same time. That bowl was treated and then chilled, and then water was added to it the next day. And then this bowl was chilled and water added to it. As you see, the ice is frozen into the untreated bowl. Here's our QMaxx bowl. Let's see what happens. Looky there. See how you have a protective layer inside the bowl? Where the ice won't stick to the metal. Here is our untreated bowl again that was chilled and then frozen. And this is the bowl in which we treated it and then chilled it and then added water.
Our QMaxx challenge is a success. QMaxx ICE is an extreme barrier against ice buildup. It displaces snow and ice down to 50 below, lubricates, stops ice accumulation, prevents mechanisms from freezing, and improves cold weather performance of equipment. Thank you for watching, and to learn more about ICE and the complete line of QMaxx products, please go to QMaxxproducts.com.